Okay, so last week you were modelling for Virgin.
Yes.
How'd you go?
Really good, really good. I'm excited to see the shots. It was a bit daunting, but it's good to be back doing something for a huge brand again like that, and hopefully see them up in the big lights.
Great. So why are you back here?
Well, I'm getting married in, I think, oh my God, is it less than 10 months? And I don't know, I feel like since I've been looking at getting married, I've been looking at my face a lot more. So I don't know if that's a thing. But I think I've said it to you before, I think I need this, and this.
And you know what my answer's going to be?
I know.
No.
In hindsight, maybe it's just a freshen up I need, or is it so for me, if I look at my face, I feel like I've lost a lot of volume in my cheeks and I need fillers in my cheeks. That's what I essentially feel, which probably is not the case. But
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're modelling, so you're gorgeous, right?
Yeah.
And part of what it is because you look fresh, you look natural, you don't look done.
Yeah.
So it's keeping you looking that way. It's very, very important. So I think, yes, as we age, things get a little bit lax. You start to see those changes occurring.
Yeah.
But if you smile and you look in the mirror, as soon as you smile, your cheeks pop out. You've got glorious cheeks, right?
Yeah.
It's just that it's just beginning to sink slightly, and I mean very slightly.
Yeah.
So for me, keeping you looking natural, looking gorgeous, is about just keeping everything a little bit tight, rather than putting volume in, which is, I know what you came to the desk asking for.
I do feel like I'm on volume.
Yeah. Well, the answer is no.
No, not in my lips either.
No. No, because you are looking very natural.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. There's no imbalances there.
Yeah.
And so for me, if we tighten everything using the our therapy, which has worked really well for you in the past, it's just given that zhuzh.
Yeah.
Then if there's any obvious things that we can help with, sure. But you don't want to be overdoing it. And one of the big dangers is when you put filler in your cheek, because everything's just sinking a bit. But it's just sinking. When you smile, look, up it comes. You're going to look, you're going to pick it a mile off.
Yeah.
So looking at you, I think, is about maintaining really good skin health, keeping everything tight. And then if we need to tweak a tiny bit, we can. But it's all about prevention and long-term looking after your skin and the health of your tissues, and not just filling, because filling to lift is a big mistake that we fell into a few years ago, because you'd temporarily, then you'd sort of do this, but then fillers are like, some of the fillers are like sugars in your system, and they absorb water over time.
Okay.
And you start to just get that puffy look.
Okay,
You can pick everyone.
You know what's funny? I feel like I'd rather the puffy look than the saggy look.
Okay.
But no, I know what you mean. That's sort of...
So that's where I'm going to stick my heels in and say no.
Okay.
But guide you to get to hopefully where you want to be without letting you end up looking silly.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. Because the other thing is you've got to be aware, it's very easy to slip into that trap when you're looking in the mirror.
Yes.
And I'm always saying, stop looking at the mirror.
Yeah.
When you look in the mirror and you start to see close up, and you start to see, especially if you've got downlights, which we've all got in the bathroom, you start to see shadows and things which are very, very subtle, but become quite obvious.
Yeah.
And then you start going in and trying to fix that and do that, and that's where it all just starts to fall in the head.
Yeah, I think I also, as before, I compare both sides to each other a lot, and this side is so different to this one.
Yeah.
And that's where I think makes it stick out to me a lot more, which is...
Yeah, I mean, you've got a slightly wedge-shaped skull.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's very, very common. And I think that, to me, is partly an attractive feature in something, because it gives you a bit of interest instead of being the classical symmetry, which is great for a photograph, but it's not real.
Yeah.
And if we start to change the symmetries, like crosswise, then it throws everything in the vertical out.
Yeah.
Because your head's three-dimensional. So, yes, you will notice those changes, but you can improve certain little things a little bit, but not a lot.
Yeah, I think because in your mind you've got one thing that you think you need. So, for instance, I'm like, oh, I really could do with some lips. But it's not like I want big lips, it's like I want fresh lips. But I don't know if it's about like just making healthier lips or just injecting them. I don't know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, look, I'm fairly conservative, and I know that's why you've got the modelling role, because you look really natural and fresh. So we've just got to keep that. So looking at your lips at rest, they're just about perfect.
So a little bit in there.
It doesn't look great.
See, this is why you're the doctor and I.
It has consequences, all right?
Okay.
It's not just, I mean, I could easily say, yes, I can do something differently, but I don't think you need it. I think you look gorgeous. The answer is no.
Okay, all right.
So let us focus on just giving you that little bit of freshening, a little bit of tightening, get your skin looking really humming. That's the most important thing. You start to change bits and pieces that are naturally looking good.
Yeah.
I tell you, everybody's going to pick it.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, what have you been doing, Karen? You know?
Yeah.
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 I mean, there are certain things, yes, we can help, but they're very, very subtle. And I don't think, to be honest, you really need much. I think just a bit of tightening and we'll take it from there.
Okay. All right.
All
I
right.
understand.
It worked really well on you before. It just gave you that freshening, and even you just said, "Oh, okay, yep, this is really good. I'm happy with it."
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that's the less and keeping to absolutely minimal is important. Yeah. I mean, you're looking natural. You're moving. Your face is in balance. It looks good. Yeah. Otherwise, you wouldn't have got a modelling job.
No, I know. My partner's sick of hearing about it. It's because you seriously look at yourself all day long, and you know you take selfies on phones, and it's just
And
it's distorted.
you know that's totally distorted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know that, but you don't. I don't know. We are our biggest critics, aren't we?
We are. We're shocking, and this is my role, is to keep you looking normal
Yeah.
and not to make you look weird.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think I want to get married looking weird. I'm not sure if you'd still marry me.
No, and I tell you, you know, lots of times patients or people who've had fillers and a lot of fillers, they don't pick it themselves, but their friends and their family sure do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I do. I know what you're saying.
You know, your mates, do we tell her, don't we tell her? You know, that sort of thing, especially places where you just want to keep who you are.
Yeah. Okay,
All right.
understood.
Yeah.